Hello everyone, for today's magic card trick tutorial, I thought it would be neat to share with you a little bit of cardistry, okay? This cardistry effect can either be done as a trick or just before a trick if you just wanted to make two cards appear at the same time, okay? But for the trick part, I'll be using two spectators for this. So I'll have spectator 1 go ahead and select any card that they like, and I'll have spectator 2 go ahead and select any card that they like, okay? Two different cards from two different people, okay? Now, spectator 1, spectator 2, they look at their cards, remember it. I'll take spectator 1's card and I'll lose it somewhere in the middle of the deck. I have no idea where it is, okay? Give the deck a few cuts, even a nice shuffle, okay? Completely losing the location of their card. Now for spectator's 2 card, I'll just go through the cards like this and they can tell me when to stop at any point in time that they want, and that's where we'll place their card, okay? So two different spectators, two different cards, okay? At two different locations of the deck, okay? Give the deck a nice shuffle, completely mixing up the order of the cards. Now, the hard part is trying to find two cards at the same time, okay? And so if I were to do that, I would give the cards a cut, just like that, and just like that. Two cards will come out of the deck, just like that. What was the first card the spectator picked? Was it the 9 of hearts? And what was the second card? Was it the 7 of hearts? And that's the double pivot. Now, before I tell you how to do this, please like and subscribe to this video. I really appreciate this channel. Really helps the channel out. If you do like magic tutorials, I post them about once a week, so we can learn on this. And for this trick, this is the double pivot. And in the future, there will be a quadruple pivot, okay? So find 4 cards. Also, check out thebestmagicshop.com, where you can find some awesome new magic tricks, accessories, shirts, bags, and more for yourself or anyone who just likes magic. And now for the tutorial. Okay, so you have a regular deck of cards, and I'm gonna make it easier for the tutorial part of this trick, and I'm just gonna use the 2 jokers, okay? So everything's normal up until the point you have 2 spectators, pick 2 different, one different card each, okay? So they pick those 2 cards. Let's say they just picked these cards, okay? Just so you can follow along with the tutorial. Now, the double pivot move is pretty medium difficulty to do, I would say. It's not very hard to do, and this is actually the easiest way that I can explain how to do it and show you how to do this move, okay? There are a little bit more difficult ways to do this move. In my opinion, is the easiest way to do it, okay? So, the move itself is gonna take practice, okay? So just go in knowing that. So if you have the summer off, this is a great one to practice, during the summer. It's probably gonna take you a few days to get it and master the trick, okay? So, for the trick part of this, you basically wanna get 1 card on the bottom of the deck, okay? The first card that they pick, the first card selected is on the bottom, and the second card to get on top, okay? So to do that, I took the first selected card, said I was gonna put it in the middle of the deck. As I pushed in the card, I lifted up on the card in the deck. That gave me a break, okay? That gave me a nice break, and then I can cut right at that break, boom, and then cut half of these cards here, put them on top, and then another half of these cards, put them on top like that, and that gets me the first chosen card to the bottom, okay? And now you can shuffle the cards as many times as you want, as long as you shuffle the bottom card first, okay? So that's the easiest way to get the card to the bottom. Now, the second way is now to get this card to the top while maintaining this card on the bottom. So what I did is I went into a Hindu shuffle, and a Hindu shuffle is just taking cards off the top of the stack and maintaining the order of the bottom stack, okay? So it's just kind of like this, with this hand, just goes in. This is my left hand, this is my right hand. Just takes cards off the top, drops them in my hand, okay? And I'm just repeating this motion, okay? So they can stop me anywhere they want. So let's say they stop me here. That's where you take their card, put their card there, drop this pack. So this is the bottom card, the first selection, on top of that pack, and then you maintain a pinky break on top of that top stack, okay? The leftover cards from the Hindu shuffle, which this is the bottom card. And then all I did was just do a pivot cut, which is just taking these cards, pivot around, my right middle finger, drop them in my hand, and then complete the cut into my left hand like that, okay? So now I have one card on the top and one card on the bottom, okay? Now that's, you know, for the trick part. That sets me up to do this double pivot move, which this is my left pointer finger and this is my right thumb. These are the two fingers I'll be using. So if you wanted to lick the tip of two fingers, these are the tips that you would lick, okay? So you want them to be nice and moist so they can grab onto a card. So now that you have the card on the top or the bottom, and this is where if you didn't want to do the trick, if you just wanted to make two cards appear at the beginning of a trick, say you're going to need the two kings or the two jacks for a certain trick, you know, like sandwich or something like that, you can just make them appear just like this and just start off with your deck with the card on top and whatever card you want to appear on top and whatever card you want to appear on bottom. Also, keep in mind you can shuffle the cards at this point as long as you shuffle the bottom card first and the top card last, okay? So that'll maintain the order. Bottom card first and then top card last, okay? So you can shuffle them as many times as you want as long as you do that, and that'll maintain this card on top and this card on the bottom. Okay, now for the double pivot move. This is, in my opinion, there's other ways to do it. This is the easiest way to do it. Take off about, you know, a stack of cards off the top, about a quarter to a half of the cards, okay? Into my right pointer finger. With my left pointer finger, I'm gonna pivot this stack around my right finger and then grab just with my thumb. So I'm only grabbing it with these two fingers, okay? This is the top card is here, okay? Now I readjust really quick to put my pointer finger at the upper left edge of the stack and my thumb is sticking out just a little bit, okay? So now when I take this stack of cards left in my right hand, I'm touching the bottom card of this stack with my left pointer finger and this top card here in my left hand with my right thumb, okay? And all I'm doing is just taking this stack and then kind of pushing down, and you get two pivots out of that. You get one pivot on this finger and then one pivot was on this thumb, okay? And so that ends up being the top and the bottom card, those two cards, okay? So if you want to practice just the double pivot move, I mean, you're just getting a stack of cards, holding them like this, okay? And you can support them with your other fingers. Just you want your pointer finger here just to be above the cards a little bit so they can grab on to the top or to the bottom of the top stack, and then this thumb grabs on to the bottom card of the top stack here. So this is just what I'm doing with my thumb here, okay? And then this is what I'm doing with my pointer finger here, okay? And then let me, if I can show you with the camera pointing upwards so you can see. Pivot with my thumb, reposition my fingers, just like that. Okay, so one more time, you have one card on the top, one card on the bottom, all right? So that if you've either done the trick or you just want to start a trick off by producing two cards, okay? Cut a stack off the top, pivot over, okay? This sets you up so you can put your pointer finger on the top left of that bottom stack and then just pivot over and you found both cards, okay? So that's the double pivot. Let me know what you think. I appreciate it. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. This trick does require a little bit of practice. You're not gonna get it on the first time, but this is the easiest way to do it. So practice it over and over and over and over and over and over and over again, okay? Have fun with it, and until next time.